Welcome to the Justice League, where the truth meets power. They thought the mountains would protect them forever. But one morning, the glacier they had loved all their lives turned into a silent destroyer, and forced them to leave everything behind. In the quiet Swiss alpine village of Blatten, nestled between ancient chalets and the towering Birch Glacier, the Muller family had lived for generations. Their wooden home, adorned with flower boxes and surrounded by pine trees, echoed with love, laughter, and memories of seasons gone by. Jakob Muller, the father, was a stoic yet gentle man, born and raised in Blatten. A farmer by heart, his life was tied to the soil he walked on. Lena, his wife, warm and nurturing, held the family together with her presence. Mira, their 17-year-old daughter, was a dreamy soul who painted the glacier every summer. And Leo, 12, always running through the woods with his wooden bow and a pocketful of wonder, was the joy of the house. One early morning, a strange, unfamiliar sound echoed through the valley, the village siren. Jakob dropped his axe mid-swing. The glacier siren had not sounded in decades. Moments later, the village loudspeakers crackled. "Attention residents of Blatten. The Birch Glacier is unstable. Immediate evacuation is required. You have 1 hour." Lena froze. Mira looked out the window at the sparkling glacier she'd painted the day before. Leo clutched his sketchbook filled with drawings of birds and mountains. "We're leaving, forever?" he asked. Jakob didn't answer. His silence said more than words ever could. They had 1 hour to pack a lifetime. Lena grabbed old photographs, passports, and some warm clothes. Mira clutched her favorite canvas painting, a snowy view of the valley from their porch. Leo stuffed his drawings and a carved wooden sheep his grandfather had made into his backpack. Jacob whispered, "I built this home with my father." His voice cracked. They stepped outside. Neighbors were already loading cars. The mountain, once a symbol of strength, now loomed like a giant on the verge of collapse. As they drove away, Lena couldn't stop crying. Mira said, "We didn't even say goodbye to the cat." Hours later, the glacier roared like thunder. A massive ice chunk broke loose, triggering an avalanche that buried most of the village. Everything they couldn't take, Jakob's toolshed, Lena's wedding dress, Mira's childhood diaries, Leo's wooden swing, was gone. Their roots were buried in ice and silence. They were relocated to a temporary shelter in Bern. Everything was strange. Cold, not because of the temperature, but because it wasn't home. Jakob got work as a carpenter. His hands trembled the first time he picked up tools again. Lena volunteered in a local bakery, her hands no longer shaping dough for her own kitchen. Mira stopped painting for weeks. Then one day, she took out her brushes and painted their old home, from memory. Her tears mixed with the colors. Leo pinned the painting above his cot, whispering, "Now we sleep at home again." A year later, they found a modest house on the outskirts of a new village. It wasn't Blatten, but it had a view of the mountains. Jakob planted a pine sapling in the yard, saying, "One day it'll be as tall as the one we lost." Lena hung their rescued photos in the hallway. Mira's glacier painting now rested above the new fireplace. Leo built a swing in the yard, just like the one from back home. Their past was buried in the snow. But their future, like the mountains beyond, stood quietly waiting, strong, patient, and full of new hope. Sometimes life tears us away from the places we love. But as long as family stands together, even the coldest collapse can lead to new warmth. Like this video, make sure to give thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories.